Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of MMA. Welcome to the world of BAMMA. This is BAMMA 10, live this evening from Wembley Arena here in London. We present now a lightweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of MMA. Referee is the third man in the cage. Introducing Mr. Mark Goddard. Our two warriors about to go head-to-head are, firstly, out of the red corner this evening, his official weight for this bout, 155.5 pounds. He's fighting out of London's Fight Factory. 7 victories, 40 defeats. He hails from Victory in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Jeremy Ninja Petley. And across the ring stands his opponent. His official weight for this contest, 153 pounds exactly. Fighting out of Team Titan and Legacy BJJ, 5 victories, all inside the scheduled distance with just 2 defeats to his name. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, he fights out of his home city of London, England. Introducing Dyson Roberts. This is a lightweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of MMA action.
So, Pierre, the body language of both men is so different. Petley pacing up and down like a caged tiger. Dyson seeming to enjoy soaking up the atmosphere and the introduction.
For me, big shot there. Lead jab by Petley, who's in the southpaw stance. Dyson in the, good shot. However, Dyson looking for the crossface. Petley really fighting for that. Pushes Dyson up against the cage. And he did a beautiful transition from a single to double, up to body lock. Good transitions, frenetic pace by one Petley.
Yes, very brief upright exchange, and then, as you said, Petley went for it. Dyson was ready though, and he is still upright, still against the cage, but Petley really made his intentions known there.
And sometimes, big knee, jumping knee off the single leg attempt. That was beautiful.
And the sprawl, and Petley felt the left hand as well. Dangerous times for Petley. That single leg takedown really pulled him in trouble because, as you said, Dyson found the room for the big knee. Then the big right hand afterwards, and it was a good start for Petley, suddenly turned into a nightmare.
Big flip over, sprawl again by Dyson. Dyson looking to possibly take the back. However, Petley jumps, butterfly.
And Pierre, we've really been given a real show of Dyson Roberts' strength already.
However, saying that, Petley immediately transitions into that armbar. Leather being thrown down by Dyson. Back and forth battle here in the first.
Superb stuff with over 3 minutes still to go.
Big shot down the center of the ledge. Petley balls up into that turtle. This is not easy times for Petley. Dyson constantly putting the pressure on.
Well, as you said, it was back and forward, but Dyson, strength, mobility and speed as well, and Petley has been really under pressure here.
And again, this is a striker versus a grappler. Very evident when Petley immediately went for the takedown. However, Dyson surprising because he's very comfortable on the ground, but saying that he's from Team Titan and they know what they're doing, and what they're doing is bringing the heat here to the cage.
And he certainly is bringing it with fists and elbows there, raining down on Petley. I mean, Petley will be comfortable on his back, but he won't be comfortable taking those shots.
Like my coach used to say, you can have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You hit him one time with ground and pound, he goes down to a brown belt, then down to a purple, so forth and so on. So far, Dyson has brought him all the way down to white belt status.
And his sprawl has been superb in defense.
And you know what? It's not taking anything away from Petley. Petley is setting those shots in, and they're deep. It's just that Dyson is really, really throwing those hips down, making it very hard for Petley to complete those takedowns.
That's right. As Petley, in one respect, has done very little wrong. That's the thing.
Not at all. Petley, again, very good competitor, very good BJJ, extremely explosive on his wrestling. However, so far, Dyson has been one step ahead.
Yes, and that showed, as I said in the warm-up, I just felt as they were introducing him, he looked relaxed, he looked calm, he genuinely seemed to be just enjoying the moment, and he's really enjoying this fight.
He just basically muscled Petley down, just circled out, threw him down to the mat, and now he's in the guard of Petley. Petley, for me, I'd like to see what Petley's top game is going to look like, to see if he can, you know, try to take away from the ground and pound game of Dyson.
Well, 1.5 minutes left now, and as you said, Petley game mobile, but Dyson so far has had all the answers to whatever Petley has thrown.
Beautiful takedown attempt again by Petley. However, it's been the heavy hips of Dyson all the ways, always down to the floor, making it so hard or virtually impossible to get the takedown by one Petley.
And Dyson's looking at the ref and saying something about Petley. Either his nose is broken, something. He clearly looked at our referee, Mark Goddard, and said, as if to say, look what's happened to him.
Petley is wobbly on the feet. Oh, just misses a knee. Dyson on a takedown attempt by Petley.
Listen to that crowd, Pierre. They are really enjoying this, because one other thing with coming up to almost the last 30 seconds, non-stop, hard but technical as well. We've had everything in this opening round.
You couldn't have said it better. You know, I'm on the edge of my seat. Not only am I working tonight, but I'm a huge fight fan, and this ticks all the boxes for me. Now, that's the second time that we've seen the use of those elbows to prevent the takedown attempt, and they've been very effective. We saw Hercules Taylor use it earlier in the evening, and now one Dyson Roberts, who completes a takedown of his own.
That's right, with 11 seconds now on the clock, an incredible opening round. And although it's been back and forward, I would say that overall, it's been Dyson Roberts really forced the issue, forced the pace, had the answers.
So far, what you say, 100% correct. And I want to go back to when you said he was confident. He's showing that here in the cage. And I'm going to tell you something else. There's been a little bit of banter back and forth between camps, as well as Dyson. And Dyson, I quote, said, Petley has never faced anyone like me. So far, he's staying true to his words, because I tell you what, Dyson has been dynamic. He has been explosive, but let's not take anything away from Petley. Petley's doing the right things. However, Dyson, again, always one step ahead.
So we're about to start the second round, and it's been a big opening round for Dyson Roberts. As we said before, Jeremy Petley hasn't really done anything wrong, but that said, what can he do now to secure those takedowns, to start getting the fight where he wants it?
I'd like to see him wear down Dyson from that topside position. However, you got to get Dyson with his back to the mat. So far, he's been unable to do that. He's got to, big looping overhand left. He's got to be careful that Dyson doesn't throw one down the pipe.
Yes, Petley does look tired now, doesn't he? He was bouncing on his feet when the fight opened, but he looks almost sort of like wobbly now, even as he's coming forward, as if he hasn't fully recovered from the extreme exertion of that opening round.
But saying that, Dyson connected a big left kick there by Petley. Dyson was laying the heavy leather. I'm wondering if he's still wobbly, trying to gain his feet.
Well, as I said, he's against a man that looks in total control. Short uppercut attempt there from Dyson. Jeremy Petley, this is a dangerous game, standing and trading with his opponent.
If he's still wobbly, he needs to close down the distance, get him up against the cage, try to catch or find his feet, because staying right out in the range of Dyson is a very dangerous thing to do.
And Dyson oozing confidence at the moment, light on his feet, just backing away when necessary. Front push kick just a bit to the groin, but Petley says, no, come on, keep going. And that's what I said about the character of the man. He's always in an exciting fight. This is his 4th BAMMA outing, and we've not seen him in anything less than entertaining.
When you talk, Petley is synonymous with great fight, and so far he's produced. But again, he's got to find the answer for the takedown defense of Dyson, and I think that that's what's going to help carry Dyson over to the win if Petley can't figure that puzzle out.
Oh, big right hand as you said that, Pierre, and as you said quite rightly, Dyson likes to lure Jeremy Petley on to this situation because he's been very comfortable on the counter. He called him with the counter right, and he's been very successful in the counter to the ground game.
And it's so hard, and it breaks your heart, or it takes your heart when you try attempt after attempt for takedowns, and your opponent's able to get back on his feet.
Well, he's on his back again rather than Dyson, and it's because Dyson played the patient game. He didn't worry about the crowd, he didn't worry how it looked, he stayed there, he lured Petley on through the right hand, and then we're in this position again.
Now the referee has called for more action. If there's a lack of action, they will stand the fight back up, which can only be a detriment to what Petley wants to do.
Well, he's always dangerous when Dyson's throwing leather. Although it's landing, you've always got to look for that arm. But he's causing Jeremy Petley all sorts of problems here.
Rolling knee bar attempt there by Petley. Petley may try to go for a heel hook. Dyson is going to want to turn out of that heel hook, take the pressure off the ankle, or put that heel down to the mat. It may be a little bit too slick to complete that, and as he's, Petley is catching the leather as he's going for that submission attempt.
But all credit to Petley, as you said, it's a great term, he is catching the leather, but at the time, you can see he's always still thinking of those submissions, what he can get. It's a brave man, it's a clever man, it's a technical man.
But unfortunately, being brave and technical sometimes doesn't result in a win.
No, Dyson Roberts at the moment has all the answers, and it's almost going as a perfect fight for him. It's one of those nights when things seem to fall into place for you.
Yeah, but falling into place after a lot of hard work. He's probably done repetition after repetition, takedown defense, sprawl, get him back to your feet, and it's showing here. They did all the little things, making the big things happen here. And Dyson looks so very confident and so very calm. When you're calm, it expends less energy, and looking very good here.
And there's that patience again. He waits for this. It seems he's almost ready for Petley, but this was the best takedown for Petley so far.
It was off of a looping hook. Petley timed it. Now he's resulted in a takedown attempt. Well, he's resulted in the takedown, and now he's in the dominant position, that topside position, inside mount.
He has to maximize this. He needs a big round. He needs a big last minute. He needs a stoppage.
I'll tell you what, if he catches that rear naked choke, this is going to be a story for the books, because it will be a comeback win by Petley, as he, virtually was getting dominated here in the first and second. He jumps and throws his hooks in. I haven't seen this since Rumina Sata in Japan, and he may have gotten the choke. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like he had that rear naked choke sunk.
And he's tapped, you're right. What a comeback, Pierre. Incredible. He looks to his corner and he raises his eyes, and he looks to them, and Dyson Roberts, he's inconsolable. He's there, he can't believe it. How can something so right go so wrong?
Dyson, every time he sees this fight, is going to experience heartbreak in a fight that was one-sided all the way through the rounds. But what a Cinderella story. What a comeback from one Petley.
We did say, though, Pierre, we did say he was still always thinking. Despite the beatdown, despite the leather, he was always thinking.
But more so important, he was always attacking. He never allowed himself to be complacent. Malcolm, this is going to be talked about for the next months, up and coming to the next BAMMA fights.
I've got mixed emotions on this, Pierre. Nothing but credit and praise for Petley, but your heart goes out to Dyson Roberts. Look at him, a textbook performance, and he's still on the wrong end of it. Ashley Grimshaw there talking to him. Such mixed emotions for both men, but at the bottom of this, at the heart of all this, an incredible fight.
The key word, heart. Petley showing it. And I'll tell you what, in a fight that most people could have just said, hey, I'm beaten, come back win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the contest comes to a finish after 4 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 2. Dyson Roberts taps out due to a rear naked choke. Therefore, our winner this evening out of the red corner, Jeremy Ninja Petley.